Senator Odell, I can't thank you enough for that incredibly kind introduction. And it's great to be here in Sullivan County and with so many friends that I've had the privilege of working with over the year. I had the privilege of working with Senator Odell and also Representative Brodeshin, who's here, and Representative Mayola and his wife Betty, and of course their son Joel and his wife Karen. Sheriff Prozo, where's the sheriff? Sheriff Prozo and I have worked together very closely. And it's also great to see Dick Wenzel, who has done a lot of work with the Executive Council. And finally, Peter Heat, our county attorney, and I had the privilege of serving as Peter's Deputy Attorney General. He did an excellent job as Attorney General and does an excellent job as the county attorney here. So it's great to be here with so many old friends, and I hope to make new friends here for all of you that I have the privilege of meeting tonight. This is a very special event. Tonight we come together to reaffirm our commitment to the ideals of our Republican Party and of its founding father, one of our greatest presidents, Abraham Lincoln. And it's great to have President Lincoln here tonight as well. It's really probably the biggest honor of all. As President Lincoln said in his second message to Congress in 1862, the dogmas of the quiet past are inadequate to the stormy present. The occasion is piled high with difficulty, and we must rise to the occasion. As our case is new, so must we think anew and act anew. We must disenthrall ourselves, and then we shall save our country. President Lincoln's message couldn't ring more true than it does today. Our Republican message is powerful. However, we must think anew and we must act anew. We must rise to the occasion as a party, and we must rise to the occasion as a country. We are the party that believes in the strength of the individual, of families, of small businesses. We are the party that embraces free markets, individual freedom, and stands for a strong national defense. And although during the last few elections, our party has suffered some setbacks, we must persevere. The only remedy is for all of us to rededicate ourselves to the noble ideals of our party and to be refreshed by the memory, and here tonight, Abraham Lincoln. With your enthusiasm for our party and its ideals, we will be heard loud and clear in the elections in 2010. And it's 2010 that I would like to speak with you about tonight. Because with the challenges that our country is facing, with the retirement of Senator Gregg, it is now more than ever critical that we keep his seat in Republican hands. And I have a question for all of you here. Who here wants Paul Hodes to be their next United States Senator? Well, I could not agree with you more, and I am the candidate who can beat Paul Hodes. You know, I thought it was tough being Attorney General, but ever since I left the Attorney General's office, I have been attacked by the National Democratic Committee in Washington. I've been attacked by the local Democratic Committee, and I'm starting to get the feeling that they don't want me to run. I think they're scared of my candidacy. In fact, just yesterday, Ray Buckley, who is the head of the Democratic Party in New Hampshire, actually said that he's hoping that I am not the Republican nominee for Senate. I think he's a little bit scared that I'm going to beat Paul Hodes. Well, I can tell you one thing. I have never shied from a fight as Attorney General. I fought very hard to protect our children. I fought hard to enforce our criminal laws. And right now, I want to fight hard to protect all of your wallets from the Washington big spenders. difficult cases in that capacity. One of the cases, and probably the toughest case of my career, was the case when Manchester police officer Mike Briggs was gunned down in the streets of that city. One of the things I took from that experience and other cases that I've handled is that the safety of our streets, our communities, and our nation is so critical. And I can tell you that that will be a top priority for me. But I would also be remiss if I did not mention that in order to protect our nation, we need to protect our individual rights. And we need to vigilantly protect our individual right to bear arms so that we can protect ourselves.